You meet somebody, you connect, it's cool. But as soon as you can, get on the phone. Get on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Go out for coffee. Like as soon as you can, because how many times have you met somebody that you been talking to sometimes for months?
Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, dude. This guy right here seems like a nice guy.
What's up, cockbags?
Well, there you go. Well, that was perfect timing.
You ever met this guy?
Oh, I'm the dumb one.
You can't argue. There's something about me.
You have no idea what you're saying.
Gang, gang.
Buzz.
I went to an in-person audition today. It was the first time in like a couple years. It was crazy.
And what was the audition for?
It was for to be a host to some cooking show. I don't even know what it was. It was like some funny cooking show they're trying to do. But I was just like, it was like so weird to be like around people, and they still have some of these like Hollywood places still have these like dog and pony show protocols. You know what I mean?
Calls.
Yeah, but I'm saying they still got like, oh, you have to wear a mask here, and it's
Really?
just like, yeah, it's really annoying.
Because you've been doing most of the auditions on Zoom. I
Yeah,
think.
we do a lot of Zoom auditions and Zoom meetings and Zoom. It's
But
just
Daddy's getting work.
I'm trying, man. I'm out here in these streets because I still enjoy the business. I love the chase, man. I really do. I actually love the audition process. I love like getting that email, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you got to go to this thing," and or do a self tape, and then you do the self tape, and then you go, "Oh, they like you," and then you get to the producer session. They're like, "All right, they like it. Oh, you're gonna test." I like all that process.
Let me ask you this,
Makes
Eric.
me feel good.
Let me
like
ask you
I'm doing
this.
something.
Let me ask you this. You do all these auditions. You've been in Workaholics, all sorts of crap. If Hollywood was like, "Hey, man, we're gonna book you as a series regular for the next 6 years, but can't do stand up," would you do it?
Ooh, it would depend on the money.
All about the money.
I only would say that because I'm 50. You understand what I'm saying? So it would just depend.
But you're gonna be what, 51 then?
Yeah.
I think you could do it.
See what I'm saying? This
I do, man.
This is what I have to deal with.
What do you? I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to be supportive, dude. You got
I don't
him.
know.
He don't know anything.
Well, luckily, that wouldn't be a real thing, so I wouldn't have to worry about
You
it.
know, that's a very real thing.
Yeah, tell him.
Yeah,
No,
come
you
on,
can
believe in
still do
yourself,
stand-up.
man.
Yeah,
You've
you
been
gotta
all sorts
believe
of
in
shit.
No.
yourself,
I'm
bro.
saying it's not a real thing. With they wouldn't put that as
You got to watch the Mighty
stipulation.
Ducks.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta watch Rudy.
You got to watch the Mighty Ducks. You got to watch Rudy.
Remember the Titans?
Yeah, remember the
Forrest
Titans.
Gump.
Blindside.
Forrest Gump.
I don't even know some of these things.
Amistad.
Like crazy the Amistad.
Bloodsport.
Ooh, blood.
I don't know if
Big
Amistad and
Trouble in Little China.
Bloodsport should be in the same.
I'm just
That's
saying,
not the
bro.
same genre.
We're trying to
y'all.
give you some motivation, dog.
Yeah, we trying
It's
to
been
give,
done before.
Yeah, Babe Pig in the City. You got to
Yeah.
watch something, dog. You got to freaking you got to get your chakras up,
Batman
bro.
Returns. Come on,
Your
dog.
chakras sound
Yeah,
loose,
man.
dog.
Sound real
Oh, my
negative right now,
God.
Eric.
Negative.
Yeah, bro, don't use that. That's
You gotta be careful too, because you get too Hollywood, they come calling for you.
Yeah.
That cancel culture comes for you.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't be one-
get too big.
Don't be one of these negativers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
That
I don't like how you
close?
said ers.
Yeah, my bad. Don't be one of these negativas. That's what I meant, dude. And I'm also saying that Chin dressed like a little Chin dressed like that call girl tonight, huh? Damn.
Chin
No,
looking-
you look like it's 1990s boys to men look. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Chin's
That's it.
spicy with that cardigan.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that, Chin?
ASOS. It's just a website.
Oh, we go to the end of the road.
Still I can't. Yeah, Chin looks like definitely, man. You look like you could be the hottest man or woman at like a pop concert somewhere,
Yeah.
Singapore,
Front row.
Singapore.
Yeah, it's definitely a K-pop concert.
Or there's a creepy vibe like Dr. Chin Kevorkian, right?
You think?
Yeah. You look like
Oh.
a therapist a little bit.
Oh, or he could be
A
like the
suicide
Asian
specialist.
Mr. Rogers. You know what I
Ooh,
mean?
yes.
Yeah, he comes in.
On you.
Hello, children.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
What'd you say?
Now Eric got a splash of racism. There it
I don't
is.
know. It's just when you're around Theo. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro.
No, that's the black coming out finally.
You
Racist
find-
towards
you know what I'm
Asians.
saying?
Dude,
I know.
I'm just saying, bro.
I'm at his store, and I'm like, why are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Menace
I feel
society.
sorry for your mother. The fuck you say?
Yeah. That'd be look good. I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks nice, Jen. Now, I'm a little down because we on the show it's called Fight Night Flashbacks. We decided to watch just my losses.
Oof, it was
And
brutal.
you came and you said you've seen all of them many of times. You said that you wake up and when you watch them, which hurt my
He
feelings.
didn't say that.
You kind of said that.
I've seen them.
He did. He said anytime he's like feeling like a little down, he wants
turn
to like,
on my
he
losses.
wants a little like up, a little pick me up. He
There's
just
only
watches
four.
Brendan
So
getting his
there's only
ass beat.
four. There's only four. You could watch the wins. 10 wins, 4 losses, so whatever. And then, but I had Erik sit in full time, and I haven't seen them. I've never seen the losses. I've never
Really?
watched
That's
them.
the first time you watched?
Really?
Oh.
Nuh-uh.
No, why would you watch that? That'd be like somebody filming you bomb on stage and be like, let me see that again.
Yeah.
I'm all set.
No, can I tell you something? That is exactly what you're supposed to
Yeah.
do. Because then you look and go, oh, I see why
Yeah.
my
You never
body
watched
language
your
was wrong.
losses?
I didn't say the joke right. Oh, I see what I did wrong. You mean to tell me, you're telling me right now that
Yeah.
you didn't look at your losses?
No.
Well, that's what.
My coaches did.
Did they?
Probably
But
didn't.
what are
did
they going to do?
After
Well,
we watched.
they didn't hype them up to be like, hey, let's not lose to another box, another right
Yeah,
hook.
let's not rock a guy and get overzealous and
You're
get
right.
hit again.
Your people.
Erik
I'm so
had a
mad
good
at your
point,
people.
man. He has a good point.
I am furious with his people.
I was mismanaged.
He was mismanaged. He was not coached properly.
Erik,
it was
don't
a money
say
grab.
that.
But here's the but see, you're
It is what-
but Erik, you're looking
It's true.
Erik, you're looking
Is
at the
it?
glass half empty.
He didn't
right
even
now.
watch the fucking losses. Of course he going to get L'd up after that.
Yes.
Yeah, he took some
How you
L's.
gonna like, damn,
Boy
dude.
took some L's, man.
some
I'll tell you.
L's.
Whew.
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
Damn,
one
you
dude
fucking-
was 6'6", 243.
Now that's crazy,
So Travis Brown,
Yeah.
number 3 in the world.
He was number 3 in the world. So this is what I'm saying.
The
he
world of
just came
fighters.
off. He
But that's
just
for
came
people
off.
that fight.
But he just came off a loss. Okay? And his people said, you know what we're going to do now? Let's set up another fight with another monster. Like, I don't get that.
Y'all should fight real monsters, bro. I'd like to see you in there against a big opiate. Or against
An opiate?
let me see, maybe
Like a meth head?
who else?
That'd be
No. Sneverin Snape. What's that guy's name? Sleverin.
A Harry Potter character?
Yeah, baby. I want to see you fight fucking. Oh, Count Chocula, bro.
I mean, I
That
might as
black,
well.
the black cereal guy.
I might as well. Here's but glass
No
half
shade,
full,
no
Erik.
shade.
Here, glass half full. Because if I would have won that fight, I'd probably still be fighting now. Didn't start thick boy. Didn't start stand up. Yeah,
That's
you
true.
win that,
Yeah.
and I'm fighting Brock Lesnar. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
you already had the fighter and the kid going. You would have. There's no way. There was no way you could sit in a chair like this, talking to your friends, making good money, and thinking, "Yeah, now I want to go get my face punched in." You know what I'm on the weekends.
Fair point.
There's nothing to that.
Yeah.
There's no.
No.
You know what I mean?
It's a tough gig.
Yeah.
But do you think after a while that you had that same dog in you that some of the other guys did? Because some of those guys love going to get punched.
No,
They
I knew.
love it.
I knew from day one it wasn't my thing. It was just something to do. And
After
I was
that
good
first
at
hit,
it.
that first hit on your that first loss of yours, I think that
Roy
was
Nelson?
like
That's
yeah.
like crack, bro. They say once you get that first hit, you can't
Chasing the dragon.
chasing that dragon, bro. You
That dragon
constantly
hits
chasing
hard.
that next pop.
Yeah, that dragon hits hard.
Dude, somebody told me yesterday that a guy, sometimes if they're on crack, they will, and if somebody told you when you on crack that you hid crack in your own butt, you will look for it.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
that makes sense though.
reason 750 why nobody should do crack. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I always wanted to
Spoken
do
like
it.
an ex-crackhead.
You always wanted to do it.
Oh, I always wanted to take that fucking hit, boy.
I've always wanted to do heroin. I'll be straight up with you guys. I've always wanted to try heroin.
Hold on. He's still.
I heard that
Getting
shit
off.
is tight, bro.
You ever tried that heroin?
You've never tried crack?
Never tried crack.
Oh,
heroin?
I had a dude.
Ignore it. That's fine.
I
You
tried to
did
give CPR to a guy one time that had done crack, and that's the closest I ever got.
But it probably rub off
oh,
on
but
your
that's
lips.
hilarious.
My whole face
So when
burned.
you went down, you were like, then you were like, oh shit, hold on.
Trying to suck out his lungs.
What you got going on here?
Theo trying to use his face as a bong.
He was like,
Fucking-
somebody give me some honey.
he put a lighter under his nose. Theo's all.
And then Theo was like, let me check this dude's butthole too. He might have some
I know he's hiding it somewhere in here, man. Somewhere in here is ass, Theo.
No crack for you, huh?
Crazy, y'all crazy.
I've never
You
wanted to do
afraid to
drugs.
smoke crack, boy?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You're scared you're gonna love it. You're
Yeah.
scared you're gonna love it.
Straight up.
Are you really?
No, that's all. I always was thought like that. You know, it's like even when I was in high school, I was around people that like they would get their drink on and they would go to parties and stuff, and I just saw how people were acting, and I was like, I don't want to do that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to act like this. I don't want to be like that.
Oh, you mean
Why?
you don't want to have fun?
No, you can have fun without being drunk.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. And here's the thing too. When
Bring
people
drinks during the 11 a.m. episode taping.
Yeah,
So.
who you tell?
Yeah.
Listen.
I have a problem.
By the way,
have a problem.
when you're not here, he feels like, whoo, good. I don't have to.
Oh, the only reason I'm not drinking now, I
This
don't want him
motherfucker
to
has
relapse.
he has an IV. That's when you're not here. Okay.
Yeah, when you're not here, Chris gives me all this shit.
I got
He's like, bro,
two.
it's 11.
Oh,
No, but I just
know.
didn't like that look.
yeah. Do you feel? I don't know. I don't. wanna
What,
think about
dog?
it. Do you feel like it's safe to drink at that? I mean,
Yeah, why not? It's 11. Having fun with my buddies.
But let me ask you this though.
we're not.
It's one.
do you-
It's
but do
one
you-
drink.
But do you get drunk to the point where you don't remember what happened?
Never in my life.
But bro,
Okay, have
but
you've
it's
been
because
drunk?
we're
where you-
recording it. He can look back, dude.
No, but what I'm saying is
have
like,
you ever seen me drunk, Eric?
no.
Never.
Dude, you gotta
Even on
watch
stage,
Back to
never.
the Future, bro.
No, you need to watch
What did
Leaving
you
Las
say?
Vegas.
Show you because if you do stuff on tape, you can watch it back. So he could be blacked out, and he's fucking with us because he's saying, "Oh, I know what happened," but he can watch it, man. That's
Dude,
what I'm saying.
you need to watch Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah.
Think about it. And go back and watch it. I'm not drunk. Having a good time.
Theo, have you ever been like on whatever you've done in the past,
Name a drink.
and the next day you don't even remember what happened?
One time I was on.
So it wasn't regular. It wasn't
No,
a regular occurrence.
Only one time ever.
Okay. Because my thing was like, I would see people and I'd be like, what is the point of this? If you can't remember the fun you were having, why do it?
Yeah.
Nick?
Nick's blacked out before, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Nick's woken up in like another person's car.
Before, you mean on Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the
Gambled.
reason Eric didn't drink in high school. I was the kid that he saw. that
Yeah,
was
okay.
Oh.
Nick was
I
out
can't
of
stand
control.
that.
You're welcome.
I tell you the last story. It was like the 1999, New Year's going into, and I was at a party, and what I saw was it solidified in my head where I was like, I'm never doing this.
But
Yeah,
what
what
were
were they
people doing?
doing?
Counting down?
Yeah.
People just were like, everybody had like beans and they were getting all kind of stuff because they
sounds
thought that
fun.
world was going to end, and everybody was like, let's party like it's, and
Y2K.
it was crazy. My one friend was in the freaking bathtub, drunk, vomiting. I had to take care of somebody's baby. You know what I mean? So I had a baby.
Damn, bro.
I had
You was
a
at
baby.
mixed event.
Yeah. Sounds like you partying in Atlanta.
You're saying you was at a mixed event.
There
bro.
were spinners,
Yeah, it was-
man. There's
it was-
rap music.
It was a lot. It was a lot. People were on the lawn. It was a lot.
Oh, this is
Oh, the
Atlanta.
lawn,
Yeah.
now it's white again.
So,
Yeah.
so
Well,
yeah, it was a front lawn too, so you know it was white.
Whiten
It was a white party. So then I was like, and then I'm holding this baby and I'm looking at his parents and I'm looking around and I'm thinking to myself, nope, I'm good. I'm good.
It sounded like maybe you were on a taping of like the Lindbergh movie or something. I don't know why you got a fucking baby.
Yeah, why is there a
dog.
baby?
You sound like a damn pedophile,
Yeah.
bro.
It was like the Hangover, man. Like when you woke up, like it'd be a goat and like you'd be like, how did this?
is
What
some random
happened?
Shit. You're
It
the
was
only
like that.
sober one?
Yeah.
Sounds like your friends were having some fun, though.
Hey, good luck. That's great.
Yeah, not for
But you know what? Up until me having to take care of people, I had fun too. I had to learn how to be around people who were drunk and having fun and have my own fun without being like judgy or whatever. Because in high school, I was more judgy and being like, oh my God, why are you guys doing this?
For sure.
Because then it turns
Me
into this.
too.
It turns
Me too.
into, well, we don't want to hang out with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eric had no friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There was a point where it'd be like, hey, how come you guys didn't invite me to the thing? Well,
No, you're kind of a bummer.
yeah, you're kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
So I learned, especially when I got into comedy, when you're in comedy, you're just around drunk people. You're just around people, having fun and whatever, and you just have to like deal with
But
it.
it gets sometimes it gets a little creepy. I think if being the person who's not drinking around drunk people at a certain point, because then you feel like you have a secret weapon. You're like, oh, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else here.
Well,
So some of that shit is like, that's where it gets a little sketchy. I think sometimes I'm like, damn, I got to get out of here because I know what's going on.
bro, and sometimes you got to
And
get
you
out
want
too.
in most of the time, but you have discipline.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just depends, man. You know, but I'm not smoking no crack.
This guy is.
All right.
Is he?
All right.
Or
Good segue.
That's my boy Josh Kelly right there.
What up, fam? Chase out here hiding out in Hideaway, Texas, East Texas area, and I got a King It or Sting It for you. Nose spray.
Oof. Great one.
I know you guys have been having some trouble breathing through your nose, and I know it feels so good to breathe through your nose and so bad when you can't. So my story is I'm totally addicted to this stuff. I went into rehab probably like 10 years ago, had quite the habit, and couldn't breathe through my nose like instantly, and so I went into rehab with a coke problem, came out
Taylor
with
Williamson?
a nose spray problem, and I don't see myself wanting to quit it because I can breathe so good all of the
Amen.
time.
Oh, it's so delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious. I just got over my addiction because I was sick for about 2 weeks when I did all that press tour. I started using that vapor spray.
Which one?
The vapor sinus spray.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! It literally just a lava mist that just clears your nose. I never smell. I could smell everything. I smell a fart from fucking Milwaukee.
Is
It's
it
fantastic.
bad for you?
That's just Milwaukee.
You're only supposed to use it for 2 days, and then what happens? It constricts your fucking nasal passage.
Hold on, bro. I can't let y'all share
swear,
science
dog.
between each
I
other
swear,
no more,
dog.
dog. I can't sit and watch this shit
Bro,
anymore,
2
bro.
days?
I
What are you
can't
talking
sit-
about?
Y'all sharing information.
This
I
is
can't-
our
Bro,
experience,
Check out
man.
Dr. Kevorkian over here. Like he's like some sort of like fucking expert on what? What? Tell us your science,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
telling you,
tell,
unless
us tell us your Alabama
Theo,
science.
Theo, unless it's drugs, we're all set, dog.
Look, I'm just telling you,
And nobody
bro.
buying you didn't do crack. I want to bring that back up.
Look, I'm just
I won't be the
saying,
only one
bro.
to mention it in here, but you for sure did crack, son. How long we pretend you haven't tried crack?
Yeah.
How long we pretend you to do crack and get that haircut, son?
I'm just saying, bro. He acting like he's some kind of African American over here, bro.
I'm just asking. I
But
said,
you can't ask him.
I just got over the addiction.
It ain't an addiction if you did nasal spray for 2 weeks.
I'm
dog.
telling you, Afrin,
drink at
especially
11
Afrin,
a.m., that's
especially
an addiction.
especially Afrin, bro.
oh, wait.
Afrin's
In his
addiction.
defense, you have other issues.
Oh, I wish I had a drink right now. I wish I was drunk right now. Quote Denzel
Oh,
Washington.
my
I wish I
God.
was drunk right now.
First of all, my problem with this guy is he looks like he's hiding out. It looks like he has a wig on.
He's in
sunglasses, like-
Hideaway, Texas.
yeah, he just looks like that's not even how he really looks, and he looks like he's on the run.
Bro, I just
Right?
stopped. It's such a good question. I just stopped 2 days ago from using Afrin. I
I
was
just bought
addicted
some.
for 3 weeks.
As he's about to put his other addiction in his mouth.
All day,
I have.
Daddy.
Look, I'll be honest. I have moments where I'm like, I want to do something. I'll do some fucking Afrin.
It's such a fun feeling.
So why are you getting on us? Because we talking about the addiction, and now you're gonna admit that you have a problem.
Well, I also
Facts.
have a actual breathing problem.
Me
that
too.
My
I've been
doctor-
doing this shit. You know.
So do I.
This shit. My shit shut down on this
Oh,
side.
I saw a TikTok today where you hold your nose like this and you squish with the thumb here.
And it helps.
Yeah. Push there and then squish down. Yeah.
And then what?
That's it.
That shit helps.
Yeah.
You do both
Ain't
sides.
shit.
Now I've had no
Yeah,
surgery.
both ways. You push this way and you get your thumb and you squish it here, squish it.
Dude, is there anything crazier than going back and making love to a school teacher and then you're like, oh my God, you're a teacher? That's
Well-
crazy, right?
Yeah, but you were
Yeah.
probably like held back. So you were like 22 when you graduated. So, you know.
Dude, we had this one kid in our class, bro, Mr. Larry, bro, when I was growing up.
Okay.
And this dude, he was in class forever, dude. They kept letting him be in class, and then eventually they just made him a janitor.
Oh, so you could just chill.
Yeah.
Dream job.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. You're talking about a student.
A student,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, right.
And he would come, bro. The cool thing he did do, bro, his studies wasn't his strongest suit. But what he did do, if you were peeing there, he could pee over you and hit the fucking
Oh,
thing.
that's talent. That means he's been in school a little too long. He knew the ins and outs. Of
I guess
First of
so.
all, that's not safe. Okay, when the pee start, maybe he can get it over here. But once you start, you gonna pee on somebody.
The pressure, yeah, he's peeing on your shoulder.
He's somebody's
he
peeing
was
on somebody's
good
back.
at it. Not if you got 9 years of practice in that bitch. He wasn't in there. He's in there shooting three
So you
pointers.
just pee and all of a sudden a flow just come
Yeah.
over your head.
and you just hear, have a good day.
Yeah, and you had to stand where you are, bro. At that point, you
You
know.
can't move.
Now, did you go to a big high school? Like, was it like, or was it a small high school? Like,
Our school was probably a medium size,
what's that though?
1,000.
Oh, that's a big high
or
school.
800, maybe 1,000.
My graduating class was like 800.
Oh, wow.
You don't know.
Big school. Big school.
Was Larry the one that paid you to see your asshole?
No. That was a different guy.
It was different, Larry.
This dude, Mr. Don, he used to give us, he'd give somebody maybe $10, $12 or something. Then he'd walk off like 40 feet, and all you had to do was look at his asshole.
Oh,
and you got the money.
For money?
So you had to look at his asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. And you
And you got
didn't do
$10.
crack. And you didn't touch crack. You staring at men's asshole for $40.
I wasn't staring you to look.
Just like, well,
Huh?
like,
You
I mean, he
stared.
knew you
like
looked.
this.
You had to stare because
If you want the money,
how
care.
old were you? You see them like
12. You didn't
so
care.
you're 12 years old. It's like wow, it's a man's asshole. I mean, I'm sure.
it's red eye.
But it wasn't as like a pervert. You know, it wasn't. It was just like,
Oh, it
oh,
was
that guy's
super
crazy.
perverted.
Oh, no.
Fuck y'all, bro. Y'all never been through nothing, bro.
Oh my
You
god!
over here with your little Afrin habit, huh? And you over here, bro.
He's the one. I'm just
This dude
asking a
came-
question.
This dude got all that money and can't buy a vowel, bro. This fucking dude over here. All the fucking-
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't grow up staring at men's assholes. My
Yeah.
bad.
You mean making money, fool?
Van-
Okay.
Van-
However you
Van
want to paint the
Vaughn over
narrative,
here.
dog.
Y'all slipping,
However you want to
bro.
paint the narrative, son.
Y'all slipping up, dude. Let me pour y'all each a cocktail, bro.
Let me stare at this guy's asshole. What's he want, Nick?
What's up, boys? I got a king of the stinger for you. You're on a date at a Chinese restaurant. Chopsticks or fork? Gang, gang, buzz, buzz, soar.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, nice. Here's my thing about this.
And what is it?
I will try the damn chopsticks for a little while, but that shit be getting on my nerves.
Because we're big guys.
You know what I mean? And
Because we're big
after a while,
guys.
you go, "Who am I fooling?
That's
Who am I
what I
doing
said.
this for? I'm not getting no extra credit for eating with chopsticks.
Yeah, I'm in West.
Bring me a fork.
Yeah, my thing, I'll do the same. I'll fuck with a chopstick, and then finally I'm like, I'm in West Hollywood.
Yeah, what am I doing? We're
I'm
not
not
in
in
fucking.
fucking-
We're not in China.
Yeah. I'm not North Korea. What
Yeah, what are we
Give me
doing?
a fork, bitch.
Especially when it's rice, you just find yourself like
Oh.
trying to pick up little pieces. I go, fuck these things, man.
I'll take the bowl.
Bring
and
me
then
a spoon.
I'll take the bowl and use those chopsticks as
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
little
man.
shovel.
Yeah, man. It's ridiculous.
You-
But you always do it on a date, though, because you try to impress somebody when you go get a piece of chicken. You know, you're looking at her like, I got that chicken, girl. I know how to do it. I'm good with them.
No.
Pop, pop, pop. But it's just, my fingers start to they get carpal tunnel.
I can do it with the sushi
you
rolls.
eat with, do you eat with chopsticks?
Always
exclusively?
chopsticks. Always.
You're so Asian.
I
I'm so
believe
versatile
it's-
with it.
Yes. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Chin. I'm sorry. I
No, no.
stepped on you there.
I can pick up that Coke can if we had chopsticks here.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Slight flex by
I
Chin.
know.
Chin
But
put
no.
on that cardigan with chopsticks.
It's more.
I did.
He ties his shoes.
He's
Chin
all-
ties his shoes like this with
Chin's
the
all-
chopstick.
I believe that chopsticks. I just feel like you have more leverage, honestly, with chopsticks. You actually, because the fork is just so much more of like a vulgar type of stabbing. It feels almost. It almost feels like you're eating in the Game of Thrones.
God, who hurt you?
You know
So
what I'm
you're
saying?
telling me the dead piece of meat that's already on your plate,
Yeah.
that you've already killed and cooked, the violent part now is sticking the fork in it.
I can see
After it's
that.
done.
Yeah.
After it's done, imagine this: you're in court, right?
Uh-huh.
You did murder. You're accused, and the man says, "Okay, the guy was dead. He'd been dead for 48 hours, right?"
Uh-huh.
And you roll over and fucking hit him with a fork. Who
Well,
are
yeah.
you?
What?
Answer it, Eric.
Answer the question.
Answer the goddamn question.
Okay, well,
There's something
who
about
are you,
Pam
bro?
in there.
Yeah.
if he's covered in cumin and some
barbaric.
nutmeg, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, who are you then?
Yeah, man.
Who
gotta
you
look
that
at
hungry?
yourself.
That's
Okay.
who I am.
Right, but you're hungry and fucking violent. Whereas if you come over and casually freaking kind of cater that boy with that fucking with them
I see
little.
where-
think?
yeah, I see where
you
he's going
think
with this.
having two sticks in your hand and messing with the dead body is somehow better. You're
Classier.
a creep.
Classier.
You're a creep.
I don't think it's creepy. I think it's almost ticklish.
If you're picking
like,
up
oh.
Coke cans with sticks, you're a monster.
Okay. You're a shitty recycler.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
But I don't know what else
But-
you
but-
are.
It's because you're trying to hide your fingerprints.
I'll tell you right now, though.
That's true.
There
You know what I'm saying?
The sticks help
First
you hide the
48.
fingerprint.
Yep.
Boom.
I'll tell you right now, though. Fuck a fork. Fuck your chopsticks. The spoon's the move.
Yeah, I
eat
agree.
it with a spoon with everything.
Especially if it's rice. You know,
Everything.
boom, boom.
Spoons all
Like you trying
day.
to spoon a drumette or something? You look like an idiot, bro. You trying to spoon through a damn
but
Chick-fil-A
I might
sandwich?
look stupid, but you know what I am?
A sandwich.
Full, son.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You can't spoon a sandwich. You can't spoon through a
McFlurry?
sandwich.
How about this? Barbecue.
I like it.
With my hands.
Hands, fork and knife. Anybody fork and knife with that kind of? Because I can't stand those people.
I'll fight you right now if you say you eat pizza with a fork and knife.
Dude, I'll eat barbecue with my nuts, son. I don't care. It's so good. And I like pie, too, after I have it.
With your nuts?
Huh?
With or without nuts?
Not eating dessert.
I don't think you're that flexible that you can eat with your nuts. I just don't think that you'd be able to get down there.
My man says some big balls.
Got them tall balls, dog. They call me tall balls.
Second name of the episode.
Tall balls.
That one's better for the algorithm. I don't think you can put gay.
No, can't put a gay in the
Tall
title.
balls.
But I'm saying this, man. What was that guy's issue?
This is Steve Aoki.
All right. King in the Sting. Now the wing, I guess. All right, I got a debate club. Being broken up with or having to break up with someone.
Ooh.
What would you rather do? Personally, I'd rather have someone break up with me because
All day.
I just hate the fact that
You hurt somebody.
I have to break someone's heart.
Yep. Gentle
I'd rather
soul
just
there.
take the hit, and move on with my life. All right,
Nope.
that's it.
Both are terrible.
What you think?
Steve Acorn right there, dog.
Let's hear Brendan first because he's going to mess this up.
Nah,
ahead, Brendan.
man. Listen, I want to be broken up with because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I'd rather just have you I don't want the confrontation. I don't want to hurt your feelings, have to deal with that negativity. Because then if she breaks up with me, she's not on the gram, talking all this shit.
You can't. Once you realize you're
Listen
not going to
up,
be the
Theo.
good guy,
Listen, Theo.
if you're not going to be, you're not going to be the good. When you're breaking up with somebody, there's no good out. I'm okay with taking that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being like, hey, it's not working. Boom, move on. Let them deal with their hurt. Because being broken up with, whew, that's a tough one.
Broken heart.
They're both tough.
I tried breaking up with a girl at PF Chang's because my dad told me to do it in public space, and she freaked the fuck out, and I stayed with her for 2 more years.
But what'd you use to eat with?
Spoon.
Pussy.
Orange chicken. Spoon.
I'll tell you guys this, dude.
How many times have you broken up with someone when you finish this story?
Well, here's what I realized.
Weekly.
For myself, I realized that actual breaking up with someone, I've always been, I will stay in a relationship I don't want to be in just because I'm not brave enough to break up with somebody.
What's just like a cell phone plan?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I should have left T-Mobile like 4 years ago,
Yeah,
but
man.
it's hard to make that. That's a psychological thing.
It's a lot of work.
But it's not fair for me to say, oh, I don't want to hurt somebody because I'm hurting them just by sitting there milling around. Then they're wondering why is my relationship always bad?
And they can move on.
Right, but to the fact that I'm not brave enough to do that, I sit there and wait for them to not only go through all the pain, but then to have to break up with me because
and then you sabotage. You
Yeah,
start
so
like,
like a piece
you
of
start
shit.
cheating. You start acting like an
They
asshole.
walk in,
Yeah.
you're doing crack.
Eating
all
off
because
your
you're a
nuts.
coward.
Yes.
All because you're a coward. We've all been there.
Oh, that's a lot of story of a lot of my
Yeah,
relationship
that's my
life.
life, man.
So that's the thing. What I don't like to do for myself is look at it through that lens that,
I get it.
oh, I'm saving them by not hurting their feelings. I'm saving my own feelings.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know?
Theo's
It's
been trying to leave this podcast for 2 years.
He doesn't want to hurt my feelings.
He just can't do it.
He just treats me like shit.
Brendan, he's like, God, I can't hurt him. I love Chin.
How much for that dog in the window?
He was like, you know what, man, I'll zoom in.
Yeah.
Just treat me like shit.
He just go shit on the chair and be like, they still keep me here.
I mean, we've definitely reached.
We ain't ever breaking up with you, bitch.
We've reached for some things.
I'm Johnny Depp, you Amber Heard, man. Shitting
Yeah,
on my
look
bed.
at them, man. Like, look at them. They deserve each other. They deserve each other. The fact that they had that shit public is so crazy, showing how, like, and did you see the last thing? She was like, I wasn't trying to hurt him. Yes, you were. I wish they would just own it. I wish they would just both stand up in court and be like, I'm sorry we wasted everybody's time. I love this bitch. You know what I mean? And then we got out of control. I don't know why we're here, and move on with their lives. You know what I mean?
It's just where society is now. You got rich people, just nothing. There's so much money. They don't have anything to do but shit on each other's bed and lie to each other about it. It's almost like that Princess and the Pea or whatever. And it's also the guy, they had a kid the other day. Now they got all these treats and stuff like gummy weed and everything, gummy bear weeds.
Okay.
So some kid had a bag of weed Cheetos or something, brings it to school and got half the playground zeked out of their brains.
Got them lit.
But it's just because that's where we are. Everything's crossed over now. You got something that looks safe for a kid will fucking, get him to walk out into traffic, bro. So it's
6
like
elementary school children were taken to the hospital after
Enchanted
eating
Hills,
snacks laced with drugs. Several kids
Laced-
complained about stomach aches and
Laced
feeling
with
dizzy
drugs.
at a Southern
Yeah, but
California
check this out,
elementary
though.
school on Thursday.
Like, this all
The
has to do,
culprit,
in my
according
opinion,
to the
with
Riverside
family
County Sheriff's
values.
Department, a bag
This
of
all
hot
goes.
Cheetos
This all
had
goes
been
down
laced
to
with
how did
marijuana.
this kid
This
get these
10-year-old
drugs?
was one of the
That's the
children
parents.
treated at a
The parents
hospital.
getting high.
But you used to know what was drugs and
Yeah.
not wander into the kitchen and get you a glass of 2% drugs like these fucking guys
Yeah.
are doing now.
Well, you
can't
they
even tell the difference.
They keep the shit in the spice rack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They got
You know what I'm saying?
fentanyl and almond
Here's
milk.
the parents got the oregano right here next to the weed, the super kush, the whatever. It's all right in the same damn place. They even telling the kids, go get me the
Oatmeal raisin fentanyl. Yeah. You can't even do nothing. We mixed it all up and look.
Oh, man,
this little
you
kid look like
stupid,
she's
dude.
60 years old. They interviewing this little bitch.
She got high. Right, she's about to tell us about getting high.
Oh my god.
Funny, and
I think
so
Star lit.
I had 2 of them, and then I stopped eating it because then I felt dizzy.
Authorities say 9 kids
Lightweight.
had bad
You stepped your game
reactions
up,
to
girl.
the shared altered Cheetos. 6 were taken to the hospital.
Just smoke weed. First put in Cheetos.
Cheetos by themselves
little,
already.
like, specks of green on it.
Police say the child
that's
who brought the
seasoning.
marijuana-infused snack to school was unaware of the drugs, but 9-year-old Davina says otherwise.
I went up to her, and I'm like,
Okay, stop.
what are...
First of all, what parent is letting this little girl at 9 years old have her hair
this.
looking like this?
Oh, that.
Facts.
Okay, so this is what this is family values right here.
You don't think she's tried
she,
crack?
she already making choices that she's not supposed to be making. So of course
Yep.
she's gonna have the fentanyl laced Cheetos.
She could be Native American, dog. You're not even thinking about the heritage.
What does that have to do? What
They're
native?
pulling the wool over your eyes. All these little bitches knew what those Cheetos were involved with. Kid comes to the park with a bag of Cheetos.
Yeah,
My kid ain't eating that.
He didn't do it
shit.
like that. I'm sure he didn't do it like, yo, y'all want some Cheetos? I mean, I'm sure I'm not. I'm sure some
No,
weird
he was like,
shit
hey, he
was
wants to
happening.
get high and watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, it's interesting because there's definitely the one kid or the 2 kids or the 3 kids in 6th grade who knew about what was
Yes.
going on. So he could have been that kid.
That's
who
true
knew.
too, though, man.
The 4th
And brought
grader
it.
with a mustache.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like now you have to be now you got to tell your kids like, yo, don't take Cheetos from anybody.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
that
don't
sucks.
take anything from anybody.
Yeah, but
Or-
Cheeto, you can't get Cheetos from your homies.
Nope.
No.
God damn, man.
But look, man, BLM, dog. You know.
Wait,
They-
what?
That Amber
Just
Heard
saying,
Johnny
bruh.
Depp trial is fascinating, though. There's
Is
some
it,
wild
though?
boys. I'll watch it, and my takeaway, she was a real tomcat. She fucking, in the sack, dude, she cut off his fucking finger, shit in his bed.
Here's
He
what I-
still put up with it.
Here's what I'm
and she
saying.
was fucking me dressed like
This is
a
all
pirate.
this is all I want to happen right now. She should be removed from all her movies too. And then I'm like this: justice is served. That's
and
all.
that's happening. They've already cut her out of
Yeah, that's all.
Aquaman, too.
Then there's justice. She wrote that article. She defamed him. Even if it was true, fine. But now it's coming out. She's crazy too. Remove her too, Hollywood. Preemptively remove her from everything for optics. Then it's fair. Boom.
Is it fair? Because Johnny Depp, one of the biggest actors in the world, you take his career
Yeah,
away.
but he's a drug addict, and it's all coming out. Okay, so if you want to remove him because you don't like, you didn't care before though, as long as he showed up and he was making money for you. But once she put out an article that he was an abuser in the Me Too era, he got removed. Right? Turns out she's just as abusive in her own way.
Correct. If not more.
Remove her too. And then we'll be like, okay, so now we're.
I don't think either of them should
Fair.
be removed. I think both of them should be able to still book shit.
They should come out with like a buddy
movie.
cop movie.
They'll come out with a movie.
Yeah,
in a
like
year.
together. They should just self-produce their
Pirates
own
of the
movie.
Caribbean 9.
I'd watch a movie with them.
Me too.
If they came out with a movie like in a month, even if it was a movie about this trial,
Dude, Tango
they're
and Cash
playing
2?
themselves.
Tango and Cash 2?
Yeah.
And you have them as the
Tango
cops?
and Cash was a
Come on,
classic.
dog.
I don't know why they didn't make another
Me
one.
neither.
Tango and Cash are also, it's not a racial slur, is it?
No,
Tango
sir.
and Cash. Look
No,
at
no.
these Tango
It's
and
about
Cash.
Kurt Russell and fucking
You know what, Theo?
Who's
Sylvester
in it?
Stallone.
Theo, anything that comes out of your mouth, the way you say it, it could be a slur.
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all are old-fashioned,
you
bro.
like, no, because you like, oh, look at that cinnamon toast crunch. Did it sound like,
y'all are old-fashioned,
did he say the
man.
N-word? Yeah. This is the way you have, there's a timbre in your voice.
And Theo
That's
be
very
like,
good.
is crunch racist? I'm like, the way you said it, kind of is, I guess.
Look, dude, I'm just saying these California raisins. All
Here
right?
we go.
We're one of my favorite bands. That's
And there
all
it
I'm
is,
saying,
everybody.
bro, okay? Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. Dude, we had to dance to that at summer camp. They made us dance. Now, that's something that nowadays you make a kid dance or something, they say something's wrong with you, you know? If you make kids dance, we had to do square dancing.
I'm gonna tell you how the world has changed. When I was
Tell
in
me.
preschool,
and this is who knows when.
yeah,
FDR, Berlin.
you had to finish
Roosevelt.
your food. Okay, to the point where if you threw your food in the trash, they would make you take it out and eat it.
Hell yeah.
That's a school I went to.
Yeah.
Can you even imagine right now the way people are? That's when discipline was discipline.
Look, man, we had
Erik gonna hit his kid.
Our principals, Lawton McKee was one of them, and Bill Brady, and both them dudes beat my ass.
Yeah, I got hit too.
And look at you now.
Look at me now.
Successful. You know what I mean? Without those beatings, where would you be right now?
Probably happier. Yeah.
Probably not. I don't think I'd be doing that as great. I got beat. Yeah, it was pretty good. They gave me that good paddle.
Yeah.
But them boys, they used to be able to do it, man. They
You know
close
what?
that door, bruh.
I think when he starts slipping, we need to paddle his
Oh, you want me to
ass.
hit you?
Yeah, we
You
need
want
to
me
paddle
knock you around a little bit? You
Yeah,
get out of control?
you might need that to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, maybe it'd be good for you. We
I
get
say
a
we
thick
beat.
boy
I say
paddle.
we beat his
slap
ass
the shit out of you.
regularly to keep him on his toes.
Damn,
into it.
bruh. Y'all crazy, dog. Y'all
We start getting
crazy.
paddles. Everyone starts wearing uniforms and shit.
Yeah,
Look, I could probably use it, honestly. That's the real truth.
Yeah, me
yeah.
too.
I think we all could.
A lot of in
Spank
some
me,
cultures
Daddy.
they beat people. What do they do in Korea?
India.
Chin?
Where?
In Korea.
They would just do torture stuff where,
There you go.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Torture.
That's how you grew up.
Like I would do like this.
What's the worst thing your parents ever did to you?
This is one of the worst. So if I move a little bit, it takes a coat hanger like a metal one, and just
Yeah.
Wow.
I like it.
All right,
father?
Adrian Peterson. Was your dad Adrian
Do you hate
Peterson?
your father?
what?
Do you hate your father?
No, I love. He gave me a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
Which I needed.
Yeah, discipline is not allowed anymore. Because one thing that happened in America was they just let like these newspaper articles become the be all end all.
Don't
You
worry,
know?
your father wasn't your father part of the
Super strict.
your okay.
Super strict. Super
Yeah.
strict.
Well, there you go.
I'll tell you right now, any of you bitches in here touch my kid with your paddle, your coat hanger, I'm beating the fuck out of you, man. That teacher touches my kid? Hell no. Hell no.
But it was a so that just
I
goes
would
to
say
show you-
this though. I would hope that you would come in if your kid gets in trouble. I would hope you would come in and be like, you know, what happened?
Yeah.
I don't like this whole. I'm not saying if they hit your kid. I'm just saying if your kid gets in trouble, let's not go in and take your kid's side right away. That's what's wrong with society right now. Teachers have to have some authority. I remember when I was a kid, if I was going to get in trouble, and if the teacher said to me, "I'm going to have to call your mom," woo, that would be like, hey,
That's enough for me. I'm like,
hey,
whoa, be cool.
let's
Be cool. I'll
talk this
stop.
shit out.
Yeah, me too. I was terrified of my dad.
Yeah, I was terrified. But now it's that thing, well, call my mom, because the mom comes in like, why you want, it's like, come on, we have to like support. It takes a village. Support the
Right.
village.
People don't. Nobody else wants to admit that their kid also could be a piece of shit sometimes.
Yeah.
Or take responsibility. The parent dropped the kid off, isn't a good parent, and then comes and picks up the kid and said, "Well, why didn't this happen?" Just no responsibility. You have people that shouldn't even be allowed to have children.
Agreed.
Having them, bro.
I
That's
know.
that's the craziest
It's so
part.
easy.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
some kids in my son's class like, do not play with that kid. Stay away from that fucking kid.
It should be like getting
Every
a license.
time you guys are fighting, getting in
Agreed.
trouble, just
You know?
get away. What'd you say?
It should be like getting a license. Like you should have to go down to the DMV, take a test, and before you be like, okay, I passed. Now I can have. Here's my license. I can have a kid.
Going back to touching other people's kids, Mario Lopez tweeted this. His kid was at a wrestling tournament. He wasn't there, but his kid was pinning the other kid, and the kid started like kind of crying because he was like suffocating, but his shoulders weren't down. Actually, his shoulders were down. Ref fucked up. But the other dad comes up and picks up Mario's kid.
Oh, me and that dad would be fighting.
Well, he's like,
So now he's smothering him.
So he's pinning, but the kid's not smothered. He's pinning him.
Well, the guy should have just pinned him here.
The kid kind of cries. Yeah, it's a pin. The ref fucked up.
Yeah, what's the ref waiting for?
Sag back, Nico. Sag back to me. Back to me.
he's like, all right, that's enough.
Not terrible.
No, I'm with you 100%. No. It's better to be safe than sorry. If the kid, they don't know what's going on. Like this referee did fuck up. This parent is like, I'd rather make sure this kid is okay.
100%. But that's his. I think that's probably his kid on the bottom.
But either
right?
way, whoever's there needs to do something.
Okay, that's on the ref.
You know what I mean?
Doing, bro? The kid's fucking. What are they? 7? What are you doing?
Like somebody should have done this in like 3 of your fights. You know what I mean?
I wish.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody
Well, he did. His name was Herb Dean.
Off of him.
His name was Herb Dean. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think this is. I don't find anything wrong with that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think adults have to be adults. It's just interesting. When everything changes, when people I guess started suing each other for everything, and people made it about money. And
no common sense.
And suddenly there was, people are like, oh, I can find some fault here and blame the other person and get some money for it. Nobody wants to.
It'd be different if the kid just got on him, and then the parent was trying to be like, you can't beat my kid. That was a long ass time. That was a long time right there. And they're kids. They're not going for the world championship.
That kid might be claustrophobic or something.
Man.
You know, that kid might.
Yeah, and we also
anxiety.
can't see everything that's going on. If that kid is sitting there, and if the referee should have probably maybe done something, but it wasn't. I mean,
he made a call.
It was a little long.
I think the parent made a judgment call. Like,
hey,
okay, that's enough.
He's done, dude.
That's it. You know what I mean? I think that's fine.
I wish Slater would have been there though and beat his ass. He said if it would have been there, I would have been.
No, he would have been wrong.
Listen, I've done shows with AC Slater. That boy in way too much makeup to do anything.
He would have been wrong though.
Do you think he
would have looked like Will Smith?
Yeah. Do you think he could still wrestle as well as he did when he was on television?
For Bayside?
Yeah.
No. He boxes a lot, but he's not like boxing.
He rolls. Too.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think, any parent's going to be one. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't have no children, so I don't really have a say in this, and that's all I know.
This guy's got one.
What up?
Oh, it's Big
Theo,
Country. Good to see him again.
Chris, the guys in the back, Nick and Chin. I got a King It or Sting It for you guys. Taking pictures at family events, any kind of family gathering where everybody gets together. Personally, I hate it. Nobody ever looks at the pictures after you take them. Everybody just gets gathered together just for some pictures. I know, I guess unless you're swinging for the wrong team, usually the guys don't like it. The chicks love it.
Family pictures.
Here's when they look at them. I think when people is dead, people look at them, go back and we'll look at them. But also, we take so many pictures now, and there's so much content. None of it even means anything anymore.
Yeah, it really doesn't. I don't even when somebody's dead, what are you going to do? First of all, you can't get on their phone, unless you have there needs to be some sort of some sort of how you can still take pictures on a phone without the code.
Opening it,
There's got to be certain thing like, when I'm dead, here's this code that will just dump all the pictures into a folder so people can get them.
Yeah, like Code Bros or something.
What are you supposed to do? Because we all have 50,000 pictures on our phone that we don't. What are we going to do with them?
Facts.
Yeah,
We used to put them in albums. I'm old enough to be like, I have all my baby pictures and all that stuff. They're in albums. I can't even take the pictures out. They stuck to the damn thing.
But it meant something.
Yeah, it means something. But
Because
now they don't
you weren't
mean
taking
anything.
pictures, selfies, jumping out of airplanes and shit.
Yeah,
Everyone's trying to one up.
But I still think you rather have these moments.
But that's the problem.
Available.
But the thing is, it's overall. This even goes back to some of the stuff with the wrestling kid. The moment doesn't mean it's like. The moment doesn't even mean anything anymore.
Yeah.
The moment used to have its own value because it was only going to happen then.
Well, that's like if you watch a live concert, you get a live concert, everyone's watching the concert. They're front row. They pay probably $800 for that ticket, but they're watching the concert through their phone, live stream or some shit.
Man.
It's like, bro, enjoy the fucking concert.
Yeah, can we have a moment?
Just put the phone away. Enjoy the concert.
That's why I hate it when I see it like let's say after your comedy show, and then you see like, oh man, somebody was recording. You just kind of like, you weren't enjoying this moment? Can we just have this moment? Does it have to be recorded?
No, everybody
back,
they want that they want that currency of being like, oh, I saw Theo, I saw Erik, I saw Brendan. It's like, no.
That's crazy.
Just fucking enjoy the show, man.
It's interesting, because that's the thing. I find I do it sometimes. I mean, I went to the Aerosmith concert. We went.
Hell yeah.
And we got some video of it, I think I did anyway. I don't know if Nick was into it as much.
I definitely took some footage. I wanted to remember it. One time, Steven Tyler looked Theo right in the eyes as he was figuring out
basically had sex.
his video or whatever.
Hell yeah.
And then Steven Tyler would have locked eyes, but he walked
But
away.
it's in here, Daddy. Keep it here.
I remember that. And remember that guy showed up with those 2 women, those escorts or whatever?
Yeah, and I drugged one.
Yeah, one of them was drugged. And he's like, hey, you guys want to talk with this one? And we're like, the fucking...
No, thank you.
Yeah, weekend of barbers over here? No way, dude. This chick was... We were like holding her up.
Jesus Christ.
It was an 80-year-old man with 2 20-year-old dots, and one of them, when he went to the bathroom, hit my THC pen, and she passed out and started throwing up in a Subway bag. And
Sounds
I
like a
his
good
night.
time. And this is why Eric doesn't do drugs.
Oh,
This magic moment.
And that's you know what we were talking about earlier, just real quick, is like also when you're the sober person, I actually don't like sometimes being around people, and if like there is a girl, and maybe you know when I was single, you're interested, but once you see like is there some intoxication going on,
Yeah.
it's immediate like I got to get out of here,
100%.
because I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, dude, one time I'm walking down the hall, and in Cleveland, I think, some drunk girl's bouncing down the hallway, middle of the night, right? Literally, it's 3 a.m. I went downstairs to do a cigarette. That's when I was doing cigarettes. I come back upstairs. She's bouncing right behind me as I'm walking down the hall. I go open my door. She goes right in my room, right after me, and gets in my bed, bro, and lays up. She's completely blacked. I has no idea, right?
Oh my God.
So now I'm standing in there, and I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, if I even close the door now,
I know.
Let her sleep.
what
Do
liability
you even
do I
have a condom? Like, what are you going to do?
Does she have crack in her butt?
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do here?
So did
Yeah.
you smash? What happened, Theo?
But I
Let
was
her
like,
sleep.
oh, I had to call down to the front desk. I was just like, just because it was like right around when Me Too was really popping off, and I was like,
Fuck
I need
that.
another room.
I have, and also I was afraid to even wake her up because
I know.
So I start yelling from across the room, "Hey, will you get up?" She goes, "You're so mean. Just turn off the lights." That's what she said.
Yeah, let her sleep. I'm with her.
Dude, I was just in where I forgot where I was. I was just in a place too. It's the middle of the night. I'm going to the airport. It's real early, so I have to. It's real early. They pick me up at 4 a.m.
Oh, you
Drunk,
sound like a killer.
drunk girl walks into the lobby. You know, she just moseys over to me. She just is like, "Hey," you know. I'm like, "Well," so she's like, "We got a hug," and she just fucking grabs me, and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then her guy comes over, and you know, he's like, "Babe," you know, and I'm just like, "God
They're
damn,
trying to fuck.
Now, what's going on?"
Like,
Like,
threesome bait. They doing that.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
bait.
Get your
They're
girl.
baiting you. No, they're
Get
swingers,
your
Eric.
girl.
Yeah, they looking for
Yeah,
mixed
get your
men.
girl. I hate to do this. You guys are going to have to hold down the fort. I got to roll. You want to sit here,
Yeah, I'll
Eric?
come over, sit over there.
But thinking about enjoying the moment, I will be in Portland, June 9th through the 11th. Portland, Oregon at the Helium, June 9th through the 11th. Then San Francisco, Cobb. San Francisco, one of my favorite clubs. Cobb's Comedy in San Francisco, June 17th through the 18th. San Diego, Laugh Factory San Diego, great club, brand new club, July 21st to the 23rd. That's it. Love you guys. Portland, Europe, June 9th through 11th, and San Fran, June 17th, 18th. Love you guys. Tickets at thickboy.com. Hold down the fort. Love the fuck out of both of you. Eric, thanks for doing that fight show.
Yeah, it
My
was fun.
feelings are super hurt. I will see you later.
Hey, back,
Theo,
your back.
love you.
Man.
What's up, Brendan, Theo, Chris, Eric,
military.
Chin, Nick? You guys are really killing it. I want to say I love this new lineup, but I got a little king or sting it for you. Approaching a girl at the gym. Now, in one case, hey, let's say you got some eyes going, there's some tension there. You approach, you could get yourself a real hitter potentially, but you could also risk making things really awkward and ruining your safe space, which is your gym. You know, you go at the same time every day. Maybe now it might be so weird that you got to alter your pattern. What do you think? Is it worth it? King it or sting it? Gang, buzz, soar.
I have some feelings on this.
What's up, Mr. Lopez? Thank you for your service. First of
Yeah,
all,
man.
I want to say that, man.
Yeah, me
Out
too.
the block, dog. I just read The Operator. Can you pull up that book, Chin?
Operator?
But he's Navy too, so you know.
But this book is about a Navy SEALs. So it's just a branch of the Navy. Can you pull it up, Chin? There we go, right there, The Operator by Michael O'Brien, I believe. Man, I know it's an older book. God, it's good, bro. It's about the guy by Bobby O'Neill there, Robert O'Neill.
You read a lot of books, huh?
I like to read this book. And
This is like the second or third time though you've talked about a book.
Yeah, I like books.
He likes to pull it out when it's in the holster. you know?
Yeah, yeah. I like this book, man. And I met this man actually one time. And he's the guy who shot Osama bin Laden. But it's really well written, just about what the life of Navy SEALs is like and going through buds and stuff. And it's entertaining. It blew me away. It was really cool. But anyway, this man, it's a pretty good book, man. But this man wants to know if he should go into the military, if he's what? Re-enlist?
No, he's talking about hitting on somebody at the gym.
Ooh. I say, look, bro, the gym is the play, but the gym is also where you want to kind of take a chance. Now, I'll admit there's some repercussion. It makes you feel, it's going to be awkward that next few days when you go, you see that person who wasn't interested, but you can't help where you run across potential love, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with you, but at the same time, though, it's all about how. Like, you don't want to be a creep. You don't want to be like standing behind somebody at the she's on the treadmill and you like, well, goddamn, girl. You know what I mean? It's all about, you know what I mean? I think it should be one of these things where it's like, you're leaving or you still see each other. If you've made eyes a couple times, you might be like, hey, how you doing? I see you here a lot. My name's such and such. I know you're doing your workout. I just wanted to say hi. And if give her the opportunity to be like, okay, thank you. Yeah. And then if later she goes now, hey, it's good to see you again. It should just be gradual. If you're going to the gym all the time, but it's like, the problem is there's too many creeps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I was at a party one time. This is, I think, in high school. Some dude was all pilled up. He leans across the table and he's like, hey, I want you to trim up your bush hair and put it in a baggie for me.
Well, yeah.
And everybody was just playing like Scrabble or something like this. Dude was just so goked out on pills. He didn't know, it was like, whoa, dog.
Yeah,
She's trying to, you know what I'm saying?
She's just trying to do like her word score. You know what I'm saying? She's just trying to like.
And bro, that dude, that changed his life. We could never do board games with him.
She's just trying to use her ex, and this motherfucker is trying to get her pubic hair. That's what I'm saying, though, dude. It's like I think how you hit on someone is the thing.
That's key too. So you could say, hey, what's going on this weekend? What's going on? You can kind of say, and if there's an energy there, then there's some energy there. But you also, if you blatantly ask somebody and it's obvious, especially with a gym, there's kind of, people like to do athletic stuff. So you can be like, oh, I'm going to do the rock climb wall. Have you ever done it or something? There's ways where you can mildly ease into seeing if there's something.
But here's the thing, too, is you have to remember that people don't necessarily go to the gym looking their best.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think that women they're going to the gym. Can I just go work out? I already have I'm in a ponytail and some shit. I'm just trying to do this. So it's like, I'm sweaty. It's like, you have to just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You don't want to make somebody, you don't want to like, just don't make her uncomfortable in any way. Like, just
you sound like you're saying that in court.
I'm not gonna murder you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, because there's just like, I've been saying this on stage, but it's like women walking around like they in a haunted house at a carnival, and it's just a bunch of creepy dudes always being like, boo, hey, give me that pussy, and so, you know what I mean? So like when a nice guy comes along, he might come along and be like, how are you? And she's still like, you know what I mean? Because you look like all these other creeps around here. So it's just like, just be tactful.
Yeah. Everybody got a goblin in their dick, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah, man.
It really is, bro. And I think this too is people also don't know how to interact with each other no more.
Right. You know why? Because they're so busy doing it like this.
Right.
So they don't know how to, like, in person, be like reading body language, reading the situation, reading the environment. They're so busy thinking like, I can say whatever I want, do whatever I want on this. But you know what? No, there's a certain way you're supposed to interact with a human being. And it's about like reading the situation. When you being too much.
Yeah.
But the problem is like a lot of those like gym dudes who are like really good looking, they so used to like getting whatever they want that they come in with that energy that's making somebody be like, okay, I'm just trying to do my leg day.
Yeah. And they get charges. A lot of them get charges. And I mean, it's a risque
adventure.
There,
yes, it is.
And it's tough also.
Be tactful.
It is, but also it's tough to know when, sometimes it's tough to know when, online, it's tough to know what's going on because there's no tone sometimes too.
Context is lost, man. You don't know what somebody means. That's why I say get off the internet ASAP. You meet somebody, you connect, it's cool. But as soon as you can, get on the phone. Get on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Go out for coffee. Like as soon as you can, because how many times have you met somebody that you been talking to sometimes for months?
Yeah. All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you, dude. This guy right here. Seems like a nice guy.
What's up, cockbags?
Well, there you go. Well, that was perfect timing. Yeah. So we
Here's sting it for you. Tanning in your driveway like a white piece of trash.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, yellow Miata back there.
Is it respectable? My roommates think I'm creepy. They think I'm gay. But quite frankly, I think they're fucking gay for watching me tan, so
Praise,
what do I know?
Praise gay,
What do
bro.
y'all think? King it, sting it, gang gang, buzz buzz.
Bugatti, huh? Look, man.
Where is this guy?
You talking to a fella I used to lay out in a Sting. I would climb up the roof. One time I was in an apartment and the other apartments were right next to us. It was about 3 or 4 feet of space in between the two buildings.
Right.
And I would like push my back against one building and like Spider-Man with my feet all the way up. It was 3 stories, get on the roof, sun, and then come down like that. Just like a crazy, like a lemur or
What
whatever.
are you talking about?
Like a, I don't
So
know
you
what
were a
it's
cat
called.
burglar.
Oh, I could have been, dude. I mean, literally, I was like this.
You were a little creep. You were looking in people's windows and
I
shit.
could have been, man. Look, I did peeping Tom and growing up, dude.
To do
And,
what? What were you up on the roof doing? Sunning?
Sunning, yeah, just catching some sun. So I think lay out wherever you can get it, man. Get that sunshine. My mom used to get a little can of beer over there and get in the side of the yard. And the whole side of the yard was sinking. Whole side of our apartment complex was sinking. So mom would start up there about 8 inches out of the ground, and she'd finish at about 4 inches out, bro. That bitch just sink, bro. We have to help her pull a chair out the mud.
Ew. Well, this guy looks like he's at some really nice setting, though. Like,
This a driveway?
Like, it's not like he's in, like, Chinatown in fucking downtown L.A.
Yeah.
He's, like, in a nice...
Right.
Yeah, he's got greenery in the back. I thought he was at a pool or something. Then he showed he's in, like, a driveway with a water hose. Like a crazy person.
Nice hose, too.
This is the last one.
Hey Brandon, hey Theo, hey Chris, how y'all doing? This is Austin. I'm from Southwest Missouri, and I got a debate club for y'all. What do y'all think about small towns versus big cities? Biggest city I've been to my whole life is probably Pensacola. And
What?
The town I live in now is probably about 1,500 people, and I got Pensacola. It's kind of freaked me out a little bit because all the people there. But
oh yeah.
Anyways. I just wanted to see what y'all thought about little towns. This is where I live at.
Amen.
Yeah, that's that kind of shit where you know everybody and everybody's in your business.
Yeah, because
gang gang, buzz buzz,
sword, baby.
You're from a small place, right?
Yeah, I'm from a pretty rural area. I mean, it's
Yeah.
getting more busier now.
But you can speak to the change. How was it for you, like, when you went from,
Oh, I remember the first time I saw somebody had a dog that would be indoors in their house.
Oh, wow.
When I was 11 or 12, it blew my mind. Just blew my mind what a dog. I remember coming around the corner of my buddy's kitchen, the dog was in there. And it was beautiful. And I didn't know what the fuck had happened. I didn't know if I'd go into heaven if something had happened to me. And
your dog is inside?
Well, it was a golden retriever. It looked like a fucking hot blonde chick. I mean, it was fucking fine as fuck. And I just remember thinking, damn, bro, I don't know what, I can't believe this. Because I'd just grown up with dogs out in the street. Dogs would attack people. Dogs were like violent aggressors. They would chase you or they would fight or people would train them to attack stuff in the yard or bite on sticks and hang out in the tree.
Where the hell did you grow up? Good grief, man.
Louisiana, baby.
Oh, my God.
But I think this, though, I will say this. It's something nice in a small place. There's more peace out there. I notice when I get it out in a rural Illinois, I get it out in a Stark County, Illinois, they don't even have 5G out there. So some of your phone is even slower. So it's kind of nice. It's like there is a bit of more peace to it. And you hear certain songs out there, there's just something else to them, like, I don't know. I'm really nostalgic, so I think I like a smaller town vibe. But
Well, you moved from LA.
The options are slim, though. And that's where the options get slim.
Yeah, well, I'm from LA. I was born and raised in LA. But when I do go to like small places, I often think to myself, this seems like a very slow life. It seems like very family oriented.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it's nice when people are like, the person's driving and they see someone they know and they just like, hey Martha, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. There's something sweet about that. But I don't know if I would want to be like that my whole life. Like, when you go to a place where it's like, you see a really nice mall, but then you realize that's the only mall they have.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, you're like, oh, we're going to go to that mall again? And then that's it? So I don't know.
I think it's hard to go back. That's the problem, too. It's hard to go back. Once you've kind of experienced different, some different elements and different opportunities, it's just hard to get your mind and heart back into that same space that you had when you grew up in a smaller environment.
And once you get some options. You know?
Right. And you also like, because there was such a value about like when you were young and that girl and she meant the world to you and she was everything and y'all went to the school dance. And there's a lot of that just traditionalism, that nostalgia, that history, it just means something to you, you know? But once you get out and you're like, oh, and this and that and this and that.
And then you were like, oh shit. So women don't always have to be fat? That's when you were really like, you were like, oh shit.
But it's hard to go. It's hard to go back. But then also you appreciate it. If that woman, if she was a little thick or whatever, there was a different level of appreciation. Once you got out and saw like all the billboards and like, oh, this is what the woman's supposed to look like. Once you got kind of some of it's a bit of mismanagement and unrealisticness that comes with knowing more or seeing more. But there's nothing I love more than just being on a back road listening to like a good song that you love.
But we're saying too is for this guy, don't feel bad about it. If you are a small town guy, be a small town guy and have a small town life, and you're gonna be as long as you're happy, it's fine. You know,
agreed, 100%.
Yeah, because sometimes people they get to the city and they're like, oh, there's too many people or there's too much. You know, they just like that family atmosphere. So more power to you.
Yeah, and look, you can do the next one the next time. If you do a reincarnation, you could do the next one the next time. Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I think I live half in one and half in the other sometimes, and it feels...
You live in a small part of Nashville?
Different ways. No, it gets a little bit smaller out past me, though, you know? But you can get out there pretty quick.
Yeah.
But...
It's still... even Nashville's so different from L.A.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's so much slow. I mean, even Nashville is so much slower than being in like a metropolis. I mean, LA's a metropolis.
You know when you go to a smaller place and like an Uber driver or the driver, whoever it is, taking you someplace, and then like they'll be like, oh, yeah, it's about to be traffic right now. And then you look and you're like, this ain't traffic.
Yeah.
That's always when I know that this is a small town place. When they're just like, ooh, it's about to be rush hour.
Yeah.
And it's like, so instead of 6 cars on the road, there's like 8, you know, and they think like, oh my God. And you'd be like, wow. In LA, to go 10 miles at 4 o'clock could take you an hour.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like a totally different like
Could
vibe.
take you in August. That thing, you know, it definitely is different. So yeah, I think just having that level of amount of people. And a small town, you have to see those people again. So there's a level of respect you have to give to the time you spend. There's a level of, you have to value connection more because you have to see those people again. You're going to see that person 3 times that week, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas in LA, there is a great chance you will never see somebody again.
Even your own neighbors.
Yeah. Even yourself.
Like even when I'm in my parking lot and I realize I see the cars around me and I realize I haven't seen this person in 2 months.
Yeah.
Like we haven't even crossed paths like going to our cars.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
So it's different environment. But yeah, I don't think that's a great point. I don't think anybody should feel bad about
don't
living
feel bad
in one
about
or
it.
the other.
Yeah.
But finding the peace of heart wherever you at, that's the big toil of life overall, you know. It's how to find that peace.
Because what's crazy, the grass is always greener too. So it's like there might be one person who's like, I love small town life, and then another person's like, oh, I wish I was in a big city, and they just don't realize that maybe you're living where you should live, and you just enjoy the peace that you have.
Yeah, what do they say, Chin? The bok choy is always bok choyer or whatever. Isn't there a saying like that?
I don't know about bok choy.
Yeah, I think he had some Chinese food last night, and you had that with like some chicken or shrimp.
What is a bok choy?
You had a bok choy.
I mean, I think it's like a Chinese vegetable, isn't it?
I thought I heard
it's like a green.
The bok choy is always bok choyer or whatever.
Choyer.
What show is this, dude? What are we doing?
I don't know.
It's over.
It's over?
It's over.
Dang, well, I know Eric's got some dates coming up. Where you at in Florida, Eric?
No, I'm going to be in Arlington, Texas.
All right.
I'm going to be in, let me see, do I have it up? Yeah, I do. Arlington, Texas, the 26th through the 29th, and then I'm going to be on the Comedy Off-Broadway June 2nd to the 4th.
All right.
In Kentucky. I'm going to be in your part of the
gang, baby.
Kentucky, baby.
Yeah, it's not far from me.
Yeah.
I'll be in Savannah, Georgia, June 2nd at the Johnny Mercer, and I'll be in Augusta, Georgia, June 3rd, Montgomery, June 4th, Alabama, Columbus, Georgia, June 5, June 5th, and then I'm in Hollywood, Fort Myers, Daytona, and Lakeland, June 23rd through the 26th. TheoVon.com/tour. And also, I'm going to be in Las Vegas July 3rd.
Oh.
So come and get some of that. Tickets on sale, theovon.com/tour.
Where you are in Vegas?
I'm not even sure. I know it's on the website.
I might have to come out to Vegas. I love Vegas.
Yeah, that's in the same fight as the Israel Adesanya fight weekend.
Oh, shit.
So I might be going to that as well.
I like when you're in an auditorium. That's a good name for a place. You seem like an auditorium guy. I like that.
It could be interesting.
Seems rural. I like that.
That auditorium amphitheater. I wouldn't mind doing some.
Yeah, you got
getting to a small tour.
Like the auditorium tour.
Yeah. Melamania.
Thanks, guys.
Gang, gang, baby.
It's the king and the sting. Back up in this thing. I just got a call that said they want it at the wing. They got me working OT all night long. How many times I gotta make this song? Hey, hold on, what is this? Now y'all wanna switch? Y'all just added Stevie and Erik and now y'all adding Chris. How's that gonna fit? Wait, I get the gist. I just probably have to slow it down and hit it like this. It's the king, the wing, and the sting. It's the wing and the king and the sting. Hold on, wait a minute, let me think. It's the king and the sting and the wing. Let's go, king and the sting and the wing. Brought it full circle and put on the whole team. Legendary trio, Brendan, Chris, and Theo. What you mean? You know it's the king and the sting and the wing.